Hey everybody, I'm Erica.
What a coincidence. I'm also Erica.
What? I didn't know that.
Welcome to Two Ericas, where we drink Ericas and give you our Ericas on Ericas.
Double Erica whiskey review. No, I'm Ed.
I'm still Erica.
But this is the Rock Gut review.
Hell yeah.
All right.
What are we drinking today?
So today we are continuing both our look at Bruichladdich whiskeys and peated whiskeys. And I thought this is perfect. This is Octomore 11.1, recently released at the beginning of October, which is awesome because we have it in Wisconsin in a relatively good amount of time.
That never happens.
That never happens.
We don't get things.
We can't have nice things.
No.
But it also comes at a time where we were looking at Bruichladdich and we were talking about peated whiskey. And you have a theory about peated whiskey and aging that's kind of interesting.
Is it my theory?
Well, you said your theory was that younger, very heavily peated whiskeys are ashy.
Yeah.
At some point, that smoke comes out at a certain point. And then after that curve, they lose their smoke.
I don't remember anything I've ever said when I drink. So, this sounds familiar, but also I'm like, are you sure it was me?
It was in a video. It was in the Port Charlotte video. You can go watch it.
Links.
Links are in the description or up in the ether.
And an actual links.
But this will be fun. This will be fun because this is a super, super, super heavily peated whiskey.
Yes.
Aged for 5 years.
How many ppms?
139.6.
That's hella ppms.
That's hella ppms. So that's parts per million of phenols in the malt. So Ardbeg is 40. 139. That's not the highest ppm they've ever made, but
still hella ppms.
That's hella ppms.
On our scale.
On our scale.
Yeah, we don't do numbers, we just say hella.
There's no ppms, some ppms.
Lots of ppms.
Lots of ppms.
Hella ppms. It's not recognized by Scotland, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
But yeah, so 5 years aged in first fill ex-American oak, which pretty much always means bourbon. I mean, yes, it could be rye or wheat whiskey, but it
wouldn't be.
It's bourbon.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Who would want to eat something in a rye?
People do. There's a Chivas Regal out.
I bet it's bad.
Anyway, I also just realized I'm wearing an Ardbeg shirt for our Bruichladdich video.
Are you trying to make an excuse to be shirtless?
No, I'm not trying to. This is not a stream. Shirtlessness is for streams.
You've been shirtless in a video.
Never in my life.
I'm
y'all want to see some nips? Right. Okay. So, Octomore is the super, super, super heavily peated expression from Bruichladdich.
You love to say Bruichladdich.
Bruichladdich.
There you go.
You gotta say both vowels. Bruichladdich.
I can't do that.
Anyway, but yeah, so. They have put out 11 editions of this now. So this is 11.1.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's been a lot. So this is 11.1. They also have 11.2 finished in wine casks. 11.3, which is their local barley version. And then a 10-year-old that they released along with the 11s. We got one bottle of the 10 in at my work. It pretty much immediately went out the door. So we are not going to get to try that, I guess. Unless I find it somewhere else.
Unless maybe one day the borders open up and we can go there.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Someday.
I don't know what outside is like anymore.
I know. I've forgotten the world that was.
What is the sun? That's peat.
That is peat.
It's that funk.
That's funky peat. I also think we got some water here. We're definitely trying to add some water because at a certain point of ppm, depending on how they distill it, because that's also a big thing.
Yeah.
How it was distilled, how much of a tails cut did they take, what aging regimen did they do. But at a certain ppm, your nose can't even recognize the smoke anymore. So we're going to dilute it a little and see if we get even more smoke.
Yeah. Because I get funk on this, but not necessarily smoke.
You know, I took the neck pour off of this yesterday, and I was getting more smoke then. And then we let it sit for a day. Now I'm getting way more... yeah, like kind of an iodine-y funkiness.
Band-Aids, yeah.
Medicinal.
Like it's a little... I'm hesitant to call it smoky, but like I get the sense that iodine was set on fire, but it's not like the smoke I associate with a lot of peaty things.
It's not as punchy smoke.
Yeah. It's like something caught fire a while away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like less of that peat smoke and more like a burning haystack or something.
There you go.
Like a burning haystack, kind of a barnyardy, stinky fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not as strong as I was thinking it was going to be, just in terms of pure smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to get into the palate?
I kind of want to sit with this nose for a second, because this is freaking me out. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that Port Charlotte Isla 2012.
I can see that.
With that kind of iodine-y, a little bit of like a funky iodine-y, ashy smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink it now.
Okay, fine.
That's bourbon. Because it's sweet.
Yeah. In terms of, you mean like the bourbon cask?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, it's not bourbon.
It doesn't taste like bourbon. I don't think he's tricked me into drinking bourbon, but just when we say it's an American cask, it's like, it's not rye, because this is sweet. It's like smoky honey.
Yeah.
Like mesquite honey.
Yeah, mesquite smoked honey. That is what that is, for sure.
With a little bit of peat in there, because it's like, it's got that smokiness that's not necessarily like burning whatever. It's specifically like that earthy burnt thing.
That is earthy. That is
earthy and sweet.
That's earthy and sweet. Yeah.
Peat and sweet.
Peat and sweet. Peat and sweet. I gotta say that those first fill bourbon casks like carry, I mean, and they say these were fresh first fill.
Yeah.
They carry a lot of sweet in there.
They're good.
That extracted a lot of like caramely, honey,
vanilla.
Yeah. Not as much as like an actual bourbon, for sure.
But you feel the influence.
Yeah, you get that
and
influence.
And it's very obvious.
Big time.
It's very good though.
Yeah.
These are like combining the things I love.
Yeah, this is perfect for you.
Yeah.
This is like your thing.
Peat and sweet.
Peat and sweet. I gotta say, the finish too, that is hanging with me. And that's a lot of smoke. That's it. That is a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the taste, pretty sweet, fades into deep, deep smoke.
Yeah. I feel like, how do I say this? Like it's very smoky, but it's not, my basis for smoke is always Lefroy, because I love it. But I feel like this, it's a certain earthy smokiness that I don't associate with Lefroy because of how sweet it is. And like,
sure.
I'm trying to think of how to describe this.
It's earthy.
It's not as iodine-y on the palate.
Right. It's more iodine-y on the nose.
Exactly. I think that's what's taking me away from other peated things. It's not as iodine-y when you drink it.
Yeah. When you think Lefroy, Lefroy is super iodine-y and smoky, both smell and taste. This is iodine-y, a little smoky on the nose, but then smoky and sweet on the taste.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. And I'm still getting some funky barnyardness. It reminds me of the dairy farm I used to work on. Yeah. A little bit.
I was going to say, I get like it's a little taste of Americana here.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's from Isla.
Yeah.
But it does. It reminds me a little bit. It's a little bit of the Midwest.
I could see it, yeah. But still very like coastal, where like with Isla you get those coastal influences. I still feel like I get that.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
There's still seaweed there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's still iodine.
Yeah.
It's
just not as much as the nose was iodine, yeah.
The taste dials back that salt.
It's almost like you, because I still very much like get that like smoked mesquite honey thing. It's like if you put Texas on the East Coast somehow.
I can see that.
If that makes sense.
There is some meatiness to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a meaty, like, not quite bacon fat, but
It's like Texas by way of Baltimore.
some sort of, what are those burnt ends that they do down there? Like,
Oh,
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. All right. We got some water in there. Let's let that sit for a minute.
Huh?
Okay, we'll be back. Okay.
Oh.
Should we say that we're coming back?
We're back now.
We're back now.
I'm gonna smell it.
You probably knew that we were back because you're watching it.
Or you've left. In which case, I'm not talking to you.
You're gone. You're not watching this.
Schrodinger's viewer.
Anyhow. This episode's going off the rails.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so we should
also, we're going to do cocaine in the end credits.
Yeah, there we go. I should point out that this was bought at 59.4% alcohol.
Whistle.
Woo! That's a big boy. Also, there's a bunch of Greek letters on this bottle. I have no idea what that's about.
Will future Eddie know?
Probably. Hey, future Eddie, what's with all this Greek shit?
Make it a problem for that nerd.
All right, but yeah, let's have a sniff.
Not as I slammed it down.
All right.
It's not as fun on the nose anymore.
It's more piney.
Yeah.
It's more evergreen.
I was wondering, I was like, the smell, I don't like it anymore. And it's because it reminds me of gin. And when I think about gin, I think about in college where I drank too much and it's just that piney death and I still can't do it.
Yeah. It is a little bit more piney.
Just alcohol, punchy.
I'm
not as into it.
I do get a little bit more like a wood smoke kind of thing, like a burning something.
But it's still distant.
Yeah.
It's not as interesting. I miss the iodine.
I'm not getting so much iodine. That's
true.
true.
We are not good when we add water. All right, let's see what it tastes like.
Why are we so bad at this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. The palate's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It is still not as good, just to be clear.
I was going to say creosote and strawberry.
What is creosote?
It's like the shit that clings to the inside of your chimney when you burn wood. Like fucking burned material and then just layers of grime.
We never used my fireplace when I was a kid.
That's sad. This thing keeps rocking back and forth. It's going to annoy the crap out of me.
I'm sorry.
It's gone now.
All right. Is that being left in the video? You're going to explain to viewers that it's gone?
That's probably in the video.
I don't know.
This is just turning into us just rambling. We've been at this 15 minutes, Erica.
Yeah, we have. I'm just thinking about how the fact that we never lit my fireplace as a kid.
Yeah, that's sad. I loved having fires during the winter. That was great.
We had a fake fireplace in our basement. Why couldn't we light the fireplace? You know what? My mom was probably worried I would touch the fire. I would have. I would have played with the fire. I would have thrown stuff at it.
You were a crazy little kid.
I love fire. Still to this day.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway. Creosote, sweet, red berry kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the fun thing about ex-bourbon casks, or ex-American oak, is you get some bourbon notes, but you also get these weird estery things that kind of form both in conjunction and independently of the bourbon barrel. You know what I mean? I don't know how to you get some freaky fun fruity flavors.
Yeah. I get a burnt dark brown sugar thing, and not caramel. Specifically, you overdid burning the sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I kind of like it stronger, though. Which is funny, because they say after, 110 proof, your mouth gets numb. But
I like that numb taste.
I kind of liked this better when it was bigger. It seemed like it had more punch to it.
Big surprise.
We always say this. We always do this.
I don't know.
We always add water, and then we're like, don't add water.
Yeah. But again, drink it how you want.
Drink it how you want.
But don't add water.
Yeah. Anyway, final thoughts on Octomore.
It's very tasty.
I think so, too.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
The 11.1 is really good. It is a hefty price tag. Around here, I saw it for $200.
Whistle.
Is that worth it? Honestly, I would probably say yeah.
I didn't pay for it. So
I think this one is worth it. Maybe more than the Trevan I just picked up. That Ardbeg Trevan. Link up here. I might have rather spent my money on another one of these.
It is really good. Especially for me. I don't know if you follow a lot, you guys know I love peat and sweet. It's a perfect combination of those.
We might need to do a head-to-head, and I'll do a head-to-head at some point, maybe on stream or something.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes. All right.
We should sign out. This has been a long one.
This has been a super long one. I don't know how much future Eddie edited out. There's probably a bunch of dumb bullshit he edited out.
That's a problem for that nerd.
Yeah. So, but we're pushing 18 minutes, so we should probably finish this.
All right.
All right. Until next time, this has been the Rock Out Review. Make sure to
like, comment, subscribe. I'm still thinking about my fireplace. Why, Mommy? Why couldn't I light the fireplace? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, sir.
And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay rotten.